Travis Kelce and Taylor Swift, right? This is for everybody. I love it. This is why you always shoot your shot. You go back to that old, I forget who it was. Was it Wayne Gretzky?
Yeah, they give it to Gretzky.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take, right? You always shoot your shot.
Why do you think Sandy Lyle
Always
kept putting up 3-pointers and along came Polly? Rain Man! Make it rain!
You always shoot your shot because you never know, right? You never know. And clearly, here's Travis Kelce, who shot his shot. It didn't work, right, when he first, said he wanted to. But then, how things are. Now, obviously, things are a little bit different. When I say, for you and I, shoot your shot, means if you meet somebody you like and you think, I don't know, they're going to say no. What's the worst they could say is no, right? So you go, you try to, you show your game.
Well, we're also global superstars now. So, you can shoot your shot anywhere, anytime, any place.
Yeah, but I'm married. The kid's taken, okay? Maybe a few years ago I could have showed you something, but... But that's why you always shoot your shot. This is just like in a bar with someone you talk. You see, because what's going to happen if she says no? Okay, it's not going to be. It's not the. I don't know what fears people would usually have about this, but it's not like, hey, someone's going to take video of this, put it on social media. Like when I was a kid. And you would think me, because I was short growing up. I wasn't the 5'9" version of Dwayne Johnson that before you right
mini
now.
Hulk that you've become. Yeah.
So like
you are the smashing machine.
Middle school and the first couple of years of high school and everything. And I didn't really become the kid until college. Right?
Were you really going to use the word blossom?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
What, you were reading that story about it not getting rebooted and all the crying?
Nothing my love can't fix for you, baby. Oh. So I knew, I'm like, you know what? What's the worst that can happen? And so even when I was in high school, like girls I was talking to for a couple weeks, okay, I gotta, hey.
You were not.
She thinks I'm funny. Look, all the girls always thought I was funny.
They were all lined up, right?
That was the whole thing. Yes, they all thought I was funny. I wasn't tall enough for a lot of them. And that was the thing.
That is a problem, though.
That was the thing.
The height thing really is, it sticks out.
When I was 5'5", 5'6", I wasn't tall enough, and I'm like, okay, that's fine. And also in high school and the early parts of college, depending, girls like, well, yeah, you're funny and you're cool and you're, but I like this guy because, boy, he's like 6'2", and he's built and he plays football. I'm like, well, I can't compete with that, right? But you never know.
Well, then you just yelled
unless
Syracuse
you shoot your
football.
shot.
Come on.
You never know unless you shoot your shot,
of course.
Right? And then I'm on the radio in Syracuse, and all of a sudden,
suddenly you have
my own
tickets.
theme music. Yeah, I got my theme music. I'm walking around, but I always, and there were times I so crashed and burned, and I was like, okay, and I was upset but I had a very NBA-like mentality. I had a beer and I took a shower and I was done. I'm ready for the next game, right? And I don't know why people always get so caught up in that, and I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to embarrass. But you don't have to go up and just pretend you're, like you're Cliff Clavin and you can't speak. But you go up, shoot your shot. If she says no, she says no. Okay. If Taylor Swift said no to Travis Kelce, would we talk about any of that? Oh, he tried to shoot it. Would that be the big? No, that'd be something that we would forget about. Yeah, he shot his shot with Taylor Swift. It didn't work out. Okay, shoot your shot. Go for it. The worst she could say is no. The thing is, right? My percentage was probably. I was probably at a Tony Gwynn percentage. I was probably around 350. I was probably around 350%.
One of the greatest hitters of all time.
Yeah, but that's like 3 out of every 10.
It's no strikeouts.
But I would say like maybe 3 out of every 10.
At least got a foul tip and put it in play.
No.
I mean, come on now.
You can't put yourself in the same sentence.
No, dude, I was the Tony Gwynn.
The only thing you guys have in common is baldness.
Three. That's
it.
He can hit
the line. It stops right there.
I was also a better hitter in softball than he was in baseball, but that's a story for another day. That's a story for another day. But probably 3.5 out of 10. I would say out of that, did she say yes to a date or did I get her phone number? So, yeah, but 7 times it was like, oh, I'm just coming out of her yeah, all good. I didn't care, right? But you shoot your shot, and the thing is, shot my shot with Pam. And here we are 30 years later, knock wood, together. When I shot my shot with Pam, okay, she had a boyfriend for 9 years. 9 9 years.
Yeah, he sent that guy into a downward spiral. He never recovered.
9 years. No.
What happened to that guy?
No, he moved away, got married, he's got kids. They should have never been together because they were like
the guy with his future wife.
They were together through high school and into college, and they broke up a lot, got back together, broke up, got back together. It was okay. One of those relationships where, all right, we're together, but really, is it really going to go that far?
There have been a lot of songs that could have been written about that.
She moved away from home. Like she lived in Michigan, got the job at ESPN, and that's where she met me. She moved away. She moved away. So that was like the big sign that, here's a relationship. They've been together for a long time. I'm moving because I'm going to get a job someplace, and he didn't move with her. I'm like, okay, that should tell you everything you need to know. But still, the kid had to come through and say, hey, listen, drop the zero, get with the hero. And I didn't say that. That was actually Vanilla Ice line.
Jason, I think the numbers are a little misleading, though.
Why is that?
Because you could have been batting higher than Tony Gwynn. We just don't know. You know why?
Why?
We don't know how many girls your grandpa took out.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Not getting the messages.
That's a good point. The messages that never found the way.
Pop was doing it.
I would say my grandfather not giving me messages when I was in high school. Probably,
you guys can do the math.
Probably at least 2, maybe 3 girls that were like, you never called me. What do you mean you never called me? I called you. When? The other night I told your grandfather, Pop! I was so mad. It would be I would get so mad.
It's next level stuff. But it's like anything, right? You want the next assignment at work, raise your hand. They may tell you you're too green, that it doesn't fit a schedule, that they've got other expectations. You're not there yet, whatever. You at least get some level of information, right? You and I are both going through the kids, looking at colleges and whatever. Like, you have no idea. You got to put your tape out there. You got to put your resume out there and see what goes. Take the tests and send those scores along. It all plays the same. In this particular case, right, Carissa Thompson and Aaron Andrews were probably seated at table number 2 because they helped it happen off of their podcast. And if you're going to go to a big concert, here's what you need to do. Buy yourself some damn beads. Make yourself some friendship bracelets with your phone number.
Yeah. Yeah, okay.
And that's part of your plan.
Yeah. I mean, look, I get where you could feel a little weird about, is she going to say yes? Or for the other way, is he going to say yes if whatever it was. But it's never, you build it up in your mind way more than you think, right? I mean,
and no matter how bad a streak you're going, you can always go back to what Mark Grace had going for him all those years ago.
Yeah, look, Tony Gwynn is not going up to bat going, oh, it's Greg Maddux, I'm going to sit on the bench. I'm sick today. I'm not going to play. No, he went up there and tried to hit off a ground, and he did pretty well, right? And so it's like, that's it. Sometimes it's going to be Maddux. Sometimes it's going to be Randy Johnson, all right? Sometimes it's going to be
Wild. You have no idea how
it's going to end. It's going to be the Rockies pitching staff. You don't know.
Sometimes Tanner Scott.
You don't know.
Sometimes it's Hensley.
Oh, man, Ryan Hensley. But that's the thing is that, hey, understand, Tony Gwynn knew I'm going to succeed 3.5 times out of 10. I'm like, okay, if I'm the Tony Gwynn of that, yeah, sure, I'm good, man. I'm good. It's 3.5 times out of 10. And if not, I don't want to be sit there and go, oh, man, I should have. I should have. No, shoot your shot, man. Do it. There's not there. You build it all up. And the thing is, once you do it a couple of times, and if it doesn't work, or works, doesn't matter. But if it does a couple of times, you're used to it. You're like, yeah, what do I care? Yeah, okay. If she says no, she says no. Okay. No, I'm not. Now you got to have a plan. You got to have game, right? You can't just walk up and go, I've been watching you from across the dance floor, and I think you're really pretty. And would you like a gin and tonic? Like, you got to have some kind of game.
Yeah, we had a guy in college that used to go up and try to compliment hair. That usually did not end well.
Yeah,
because he got really kind of weird about it.
Yeah.
So figure out, go do some research. Mm-hmm. Maybe this will be a podcast for future reference. Shooting your shot with the kid.
Oh, that's a good podcast. I like that. Shooting your shot with the kid. Hey, you want some advice on how to shoot? Now suddenly, like Jerry, how to shoot your shot.
Now I haven't been in the game for 30 plus years, but when I was,
I called Micah Parsons.
Book, Hop on Pop.
I shot my shot with Micah Parsons. He still is not in playing football with us. So, we'll get back to the drawing board on that.
So I started talking to his mom, which he did. You saw the video.